All right, if you're looking to break some habits and you've been unsuccessful, then I highly suggest you watch this vlog. I'm gonna share with you some of the most powerful tools and techniques that I've learned from Atomic Habits by author James Clear. Before I get into this, I want to remind you that the habits that you're looking to break took a long time to develop. So be patient with yourself because it will take a lot of work, consistency, and real commitment to the goals that you want to achieve and the version of yourself that you're destined to become. But you got to do the work. In this video, the tools and techniques I'm going to share with you are what I found valuable and really helped me to shift some things in my life. So I hope you get some value from this vlog and give them a try and be patient with yourself. What's important to understand is there are 3 levels of change. The first being goals and outcome. The second is the process and systems of change. And the third is the identity and who you want to be. Now, goals can often be short-lived, and they change our life for a moment, but not for the long term, because when we're so focused on goals, there can be a lot of that yo-yo effect, whether it be a certain financial amount that we want, whether it be a certain weight that we're looking to hit, or maybe it's a certain possession that we want. You know, we may get it and achieve it, but then we fall off, and then we go for it, then we fall off, because we're just focused on winning at that goal. Whereas systems and processes help us to be successful at achieving what we want for the long term. So when we are looking to create a new habit in our life, when we develop a system and process that allows us to have continued success, then we have a better chance of that habit becoming consistent and being a part of our daily life moving forward. Whereas with a goal, we can do whatever it is that we need to do to hit that goal, but then once it's done, is it sustainable? So an example would be if you're looking to lose weight. Rather than doing a crash diet to hit that goal, doing something like meal prepping, where you've developed a process where you prepare your meals every Sunday so that throughout the week you've got healthy, nutritious meals that allow you to not just hit that fitness or that weight goal that you want, but to develop a system and process that allows you to make having that fitness and that weight that you desire sustainable for years to come, because you now have a new process. So meal prepping would be that positive, healthy new habit that you've implemented into your life. Now, the third level of change, being identity and who you want to be, is the most powerful motivator, because when you can get connected to that future version that you aspire to be, that version of yourself, maybe it's 5 or 10 years from now, that has all the things that you desire in your life, when you can get connected to that person, that is the most important motivator. Because when you can imagine who it is that you want to be and what your life is going to look like, you get connected to the emotions, the energy, and that way of being. And when our mind can connect with that future version of ourselves, we start to feel the emotional response. And when we feel those emotions, our genetics actually change. We start to evolve into that future version of ourselves that has all that we want, even though we haven't even achieved it yet. So that's why the identity and who you want to be is the most important motivator. And the example I will give from my own personal experience is yoga. I've never been a consistent yogi. To be honest, I don't really enjoy yoga. I find it quite painful at times because I'm very stiff and my mobility is not great. And that's why I've started doing yoga every day. I only do 10 minutes of yoga. However, what has me committed to doing yoga every day for 10 minutes, even when I don't like it, is I'm noticing that I'm getting more stiff and my flexibility is getting worse. And I'm committed to being a healthy, flexible, strong, 70-year-old father to my children when I have them, that can go hiking, biking, and can be active with them. So it's my commitment to who I want to be at the age of 70 that has me doing yoga every morning. And there are days that I get on that mat and I don't want to do the yoga. However, I remember that if I want to be an athletic, active, flexible 70-year-old, then it's the changes that I need to make today that is going to guarantee me that future. Even though it's only 10 minutes, I don't want you to underestimate the power and impact of a small change. And as they share in this book, a 1% change every day for the course of a year will make you 37% better at whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. So for me, if it's yoga and improving my flexibility, a year from now, my flexibility will be 37% better just because I take a 1% action every day, which could be my 10-minute yoga practice. Thinking about that 1% change, ask yourself, what is it that you would like to shift in your life, and what 1% action could you do every day that would have you be 37% better at that thing that you want for your life if you start tomorrow? Another one of the advantages to developing a process and having a system in place to achieve the goal rather than just focusing on the goal itself is that when we're so focused on the goal, we don't necessarily get to enjoy the journey and the process of achieving that goal. However, when we think more from a long-term systems approach and we develop a process that allows us to achieve our goal in an attainable, sustainable way, then we alleviate ourselves of that pressure of having to reach that goal, and that's all that we're thinking about. And that process that we've developed makes it more enjoyable and allows us to have a process that we can then apply to the other things that we want in our life. One of the tools that I thought was quite interesting that James Clear shares in his book is to document all of the habits that you do from morning to night. So if you think about what do you do when you first get up? Have a glass of water, brush your teeth, check your Instagram, maybe you go for a run, maybe you have a coffee. What do you do when you're driving to work? What does your afternoon look like? What does your evening look like? What do you do before you go to bed? Write down as much as you can. And once you've got that list written down, you're gonna write a plus, a minus, or a neutral next to each item. Plus is for, this is an action that supports my intentions, my goals, who I wanna be. A negative, this is something that does not support it. And the plus and negative aren't good or bad, right or wrong. It's just, is this supporting or is this taking away from what it is that you're committed to doing? And then the equal sign just means it's neutral. It's neither supportive or unsupportive. Now, once you've got that list, it's very important to identify and acknowledge where did you put a minus sign next to? And in looking at those action items, those habits that have that minus sign, what can you replace those habits with that would allow you to make progress to move towards that goal, to that version of yourself that you're committed to becoming? And in creating that list of positive habits that you can do, you now then have a list of action items or a list of things that you could refer to when you know, okay, I want to make a change and this is what I'm going to implement to make that change. When you can be very detailed with what are the habits that you want to add to your life, what do you need to do to be prepared, how long will it take, what can you do to prepare in advance to make sure that implementing that habit into your daily routine is easier, then you're gonna have greater success in doing so. For example, and this is one of the things that he talks about, which is habit stacking. So if you have a goal to read more, then in the morning when you make your bed, take your book out of the bedside table or your dresser, wherever you have it on your bookshelf, and put it on your pillow. So when you're getting ready for bed at night, you're gonna see the book and be like, oh yeah, time to read. Or if you're committed to going for a run in the morning, then as you're getting ready at night, winding down for bed, take out your running shoes and put them next to the front door or somewhere nearby. So when you get up and as you're getting dressed, you see them, makes it that much easier. Another thing that you could do to help be prepared is, if again, you want to lose weight or you want to eat healthier, then what you can do is as you're getting ready for bed at night, you can pre-make your smoothie, put it in the blender so that in the morning, all you gotta do is add your water or hit blend and you've got your smoothie. Nice and easy, and then you don't have to worry about the prep and time to get it ready because you already did the night before. Now this is gonna happen as you go through the process of breaking habits. You're gonna get that urge to indulge yourself in that habit that you're trying to break. And it's gonna happen, whether it's cigarettes, whether it's alcohol, whether it's shopping. When you feel the urge to act on that habit that you're trying to break, it's very important to just pause and ask yourself, what is the trigger here? What is the cue, the reason that I'm feeling drawn to act on that habit? And if you get down to it, you're gonna see that what it is that you're actually desiring is a change of state. You're bored in the moment, or you're looking to just shift things emotionally, and you're looking for a change of state. And the reason why we revert back to those old habits is because we feel that that old habit is familiar, it's gonna work, and it's gonna make us feel better. However, it's in those moments that it's essential for you to just pause and recognize, oh, I'm craving that old habit that I no longer want. What is one of the new habits that I can implement right now that will give me that change of state, that will satisfy me, and will be positive and take me in the right direction that I'm trying to go in life right now? Now, often when we're trying to develop a new habit, and it's a challenging one, which may be learning a new language or running a marathon and training consistently to get ready for it, one thing that helps significantly is starting a new habit and only doing it for 2 minutes. When you can implement that 2-minute habit day after day, then that new process becomes a part of your daily routine, and getting started makes it that much easier. One of my clients once said that with running, the hardest steps are the first 3 out the door. So when you can master the first 2 minutes, and that might just look like putting on your shoes, stretching a little bit, and running around the block once. Or if it's studying to learn a new language, it might look like just reading 2 pages and then putting it away. If you can master the first 2 minutes, then it can go to 5 minutes, to 10 minutes, to a half hour, however long it may take. In developing that consistency, you will get better and better at starting that new habit. And as you stay consistent, and the better you get at starting that new habit, you start to feel more confident, you start to feel more assured of yourself that you can actually get this done, and the momentum builds, and you start to see the progression and the improvement, and that adds more momentum and makes that new habit more enjoyable. And even in this 2-minute process, whether it's reading a couple of pages, it's better than reading no pages. Whether it's running around the block once or doing 10 push-ups, better than no push-ups. And one of the most powerful techniques, and something I speak about all the time, is connecting with like-minded people who already embody that habit that you're looking to implement into your life. They say that you're the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. So if there are people who are living, embodying, enjoying that habit that you want for your life, find those people and spend time with them. Because there's a greater chance that you're going to implement that habit, enjoy it, and be successful at it when you're surrounded by like-minded people who are also enjoying the same thing. Inversely, if you are hanging out with people who have habits that you don't like, habits that you want to break, then it's very important to know that, acknowledge it, and distance yourself from them. And that could be hard at times, because sometimes these people that have these habits that no longer fit in your life could be good friends that we've known for a long time. And it's in those moments that you need to remind yourself of who you're committed to being, and make that choice to honor yourself, to honor your values of who you want to become and the life that you want to live. The book Atomic Habits is jammed with amazing tools and concepts and ideas that will help you break habits and develop new ones. I highly recommend it. I've picked out only a couple to share in this vlog, and I suggest if you want to learn more, pick up the book. It is a great one. And if you enjoyed this video, hit like. If you're watching on YouTube, hit subscribe. And if you know somebody who's looking to break some habits and develop some new positive ones, then share this video with them. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some value from it. And thank you for watching. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.